What if I told you that the F1 cars you know and love are about to undergo a massive transformation? What if that roar of engines you've grown to love suddenly sounded different? Would you be upset? Would you even care? Welcome to F1 Racing Now. Today we're talking about the FIA announcing huge changes for 2026. So before we get into it, be certain that you are already subscribed to our fast-growing community of F1 enthusiasts. We appreciate the love. Now, for those new to the track, the FIA, or the Fédération Internationale de Automobile, is the governing body for many auto racing events, including the one we all adore, of course, Formula 1. They're the ones who lay down the law, deciding what's in and what's out in the world of F1. And if you've been following the races, you know that our current F1 cars are absolute beasts on the track. But what if I told you they're about to get even beastlier? As Bob Dylan once said, the times they are a-changin'. And in the world of F1, change is coming faster than Max Verstappen on a hot lap. That's right, everyone. The FIA just dropped a bombshell on us. They've announced some massive changes for 2026. We're talking new power units, a higher focus on electrical energy, and the use of fully sustainable fuels. Sound exciting? Well, let's just break things down a bit. First up, new power units. This is a big deal as the power unit is the heart of an F1 car. I mean, it's what makes these machines roar and fly down the track. And now they're getting a complete overhaul. The FIA is aiming to reduce the size and weight of the cars as well as trim away downforce. This could mean lighter, faster and more nimble cars on the track. Well, that should definitely translate into more exciting. Imagine seeing your favourite drivers manoeuvring their cars with even more precision and agility, and at insane speeds. That's some next level racing right there. Next, we have a higher focus on electrical energy. This means that the FIA is pushing for more power to come from the electrical components of the car. The MGUK, or Kinetic Motor Generated Unit, will almost triple the amount of electrical power produced by the current hybrid components. More braking energy that would otherwise be wasted will be collected as a result. The aim is for the MGUK to produce around 350 kilowatts in 2026. This could lead to some electrifying races, pun intended. And finally, we have the use of fully sustainable fuels. This is a huge step. With climate change being a hot topic, again pun intended, this move could make F1 a leader in environmental sustainability in the world of sports. According to the change, the new F1 power units are set to run on a fully sustainable fuel. This is thanks to some serious research by F1 and their partner Aramco. That translates to no more burning new fossil carbon. Instead, they'll be getting their carbon fix from non-food sources, real municipal waste, or even plucking it right out of the atmosphere. So how will these changes affect our favourite teams? Before we talk about the impact, let's see what the fans and the media are saying. Now, we F1 fans are a passionate bunch. We live and breathe this sport, and let me tell you, the fans have had a lot to say about these changes. Some are excited about the prospect of faster, more nimble cars. They can't wait to see their favourite drivers take these new beasts for a spin. Others are thrilled about the focus on sustainability. They just adore the idea of enjoying the races they love whilst knowing that the sport is doing its part for the planet. And well, there are some fans who are worried that these changes might compromise the wheel-to-wheel racing essential to Formula 1. And we can't blame them. They fear that the sport might become something unrecognisable. I mean, they could be right. These changes could completely transform the sport, make it unrecognisable, like a bunch of electric go-karts darting around the track. Now, I'm curious, what do you think? Let us know in the comments below. Moving on, from memes about teams scrambling to adapt to the new rules, to hilarious tweets predicting which driver will master the new cars first, social media has been buzzing with reactions. It's all in good fun, of course, but it just goes to show how much these changes have captured the public's imagination. And let's not forget about the media. They've been all over these changes, dissecting every detail. The consensus: this is a game changer. Many outlets are praising the FIA for taking bold steps towards sustainability. They see these changes as a sign that F1 is ready to lead the charge towards a more sustainable future. But they're also cautious. They point out that these changes will be a massive challenge for teams. They'll need to adapt quickly and effectively to stay competitive. And not everyone is on board. There have been some controversial comments. Some big names in the sport have voiced their concerns. Max Verstappen and Christian Horner from Red Bull, for instance, have been quite vocal about their apprehensions. They've warned of the potential for Frankenstein cars that would be impossible to race each other. There were even concerns about drivers needing to downshift halfway down the straights to try to boost their hybrid systems. That would be a nightmare. FIA single-seater director Nikolai Tambazis has responded to these concerns, assuring that this disaster scenario of how power is deployed will not show itself in reality. But the debate is far from over. What do you think? Are these changes a step forward or a leap into the unknown? Moving on, let's talk about how these changes will affect our favourite teams. First up, adapting to the new power units. This is going to be a massive challenge for the teams. They'll need to redesign their cars, rethink their strategies, and maybe even retrain their drivers. It's not just about building a faster car, it's about building a car that can harness the power of these new units effectively. Some teams might take to these changes like a duck to water, whilst others might struggle. It's all going to come down to how quickly and effectively they can adapt. And we all know that even a fraction of a second can make a huge difference. Next, leveraging the higher focus on electrical energy. Teams that can effectively harness this electrical power could gain a significant edge over the competition. But let's be honest here, it's not going to be easy. They'll need to balance the increased power with the weight and aerodynamics of the car. And they'll need to do it all within the constraints of new rules. It's going to be a delicate balancing act, and we can't wait to see how the teams tackle it. And finally, about the change of embracing the use of fully sustainable fuels. Teams will need to rethink their entire approach to fuel management. All we can say is it's all up in the air right now, and that's what makes F1 so exciting. We think this is going to be one gigantic shake-up. And there you have it, race enthusiasts. We've just taken a deep dive into the FIA's exhilarating changes for Formula 1 in 2026. From futuristic power units to sustainable fuel breakthroughs, the world of F1 is racing towards a thrilling and sustainable future. Now it's your turn to join the conversation. What are your thoughts on these groundbreaking changes? Are you excited, skeptical, or just can't wait to see these new beasts in action? Let's get a lively discussion going in the comments section below. If you found this video informative and entertaining, please give it a big thumbs up. Your likes help us reach more F1 fans like you. Don't forget to share this video with your fellow racing enthusiasts. Let's spread the word about the future of our beloved sport. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. That way, you won't miss out on any of our future videos where we'll continue to bring you the latest and greatest from the world of Formula 1. Thank you for watching, and remember, in the fast-paced world of F1, staying informed is key to enjoying every lap of the race. Until next time, keep your engines revving and your spirits high. This has been F1 Racing Now, your inside track to all things F1.